Hope you are all doing good. We will start the meeting in few more minutes. Like some of your friends are joining now. We will wait some time and then we can start. Is it okay, right? Okay. So we can start the meeting. Once again, good evening, everyone. So before going to that session and the Android Studio, I want to tell you something like some informations in the chat. Don't put any issues regarding to that platform because for that platform queries they are conducting some another session and all, so don't put any queries regarding to that platform. And another one thing is join at sharp 4 p.m. Join at sharp 4 p.m. Or before 4 p.m. Later you joined late and later you asked me to repeat once again from the starting. It is not possible. And another one thing, like while doing any steps, if your devices are like if some steps will be taking time to download, processing, initializing, and some other things. If they are taking some time, don't mention it in the chat because I know that this is taking time. If I am moving forward, you still in that downloading, and if I am moving forward, you just note down the steps somewhere. You just note down the steps after your downloading completed. Then you can follow those instructions, what and all you have mentioned or you have noted. And another one thing, first thing, when I'm saying anything, just listen carefully first. Because sometimes I already tell you guys what happened, but later you came and ma'am, for this what no, this is happening. What should we do? The solution I already told you guys, but still you are asking the questions. So it is taking too much time. I am not able to complete those sessions. And the last thing is like this is not in your classroom and this is not an teaching. You are doing an internship. Please, you have to accept this as a training. In a training, we can't say every single point to do. We are just giving them objectives. Like in this internship, doing your like developing an Android app is your objective. So now we are teaching the code labs, right? This is that just helping you in the future while doing your project. These and all these things will help you. So while I'm teaching, you just like if you are facing any issues, if in any steps, if you are facing any issues, just think, step back one step, and then think how can we solve. If you are try and then you can't solve, then only you just came to me and ma'am, it is not possible to solve myself. So you just tell me the solution. You just what you are doing, Lord. Like you just if you're seeing that error, you just came and put it in the chat. Ma'am, I'm not seeing. This is showing something. No, this is not the right way because I'm just giving you that some objectives. Like some I just telling you some things. So first think how to solve and all. Later came to me or if it's not solved. Here you just came to me and telling like this is not solving like I am facing an issue. In the future when you are going to that company and somewhere you are going to that work to that job, right? There you can't go and tell like it is not, it is showing error, so that's why I'm not done this work. No, they will kick you out. Like one truth about the corporate, if you don't know about those things, you can't say I don't know that thing. If you say that I don't know these things, I am from the another branch, like another background, another field, no, they will kick you out from the company. If you don't know also, you have to say, okay, I will try my level best. Then you will go and check it out. How can I do this task? So practice that thing in here. From here, you just practice those things. Simply just come and it's showing error, some other things. I know sometimes it is showing error, you can't solve. But simply for every simple errors also, you came at me and telling that things. We can move on to the Android Studio. I hope you are all downloaded Android Studio, and who can not able to download by not meeting that requirements and all. Wait for some time, like update your laptops and all. There is no alternative. Like Mahalakshmi, you are saying like it will get to weeks to get a laptop. So this is not my problem. If you take in time, you just take time. And one thing, so some of them are not seeing that preview, and some of them are not seeing the output in that preview. You are seeing the preview, but you are not seeing that output. And some of them are not getting that preview also. So what happened? This is an app. This is a human made app. Like every time it is not working correctly, right? That Android Studio is an highly high level app. So if it's not working, yesterday I told you like there is one another way to run this code and you can see that output. But you are not listening me. You just texting me like, Mom, I am not seeing that output and I am not seeing that preview. The preview is still showing that initialization and blah blah blah. Don't do those things. If you are not seeing that output, I will show you how to connect this your app into that emulator and all. And if you are come to me like, ma'am, yesterday I missed the session, help me. How can I help? I can't repeat all the steps, what and all I am saying yesterday. So if you missed that yesterday classes, you just go to your friends and ask them what in this today's meeting what will happen and all. In your college, if you miss that college classes, you will go your lecturer and ask them, ma'am, repeat once again from the starting what you yesterday teaching. No, right? This is also same, but don't take it as a classroom. See, like Pavan Kumar, I'm saying the same thing. If it's showing that initializing, wait. Otherwise, there is another way you can check it. That's why I'm saying that when I am saying something, listen carefully. Don't do by your own works. This is all bullshit. We will move on to the session. Wait a second. I will be back. See, guys, today we will move on. So, in today's steps, if you can get an output, it's good. Otherwise, if you're not getting an output, also in the ending of the meeting, I will tell you how to get. So, still that time, don't mention any output related questions. If you are get it, just give whenever I asking if you are get an output, if you are get it, just give me a thumbs rise. Otherwise, don't react. While reacting and asking question only, it is taking too much. It is wasting my time. My screen is visible, right? And another one thing, in the middle of the meeting, like while I'm sharing the screen in the middle of the meeting, if my screen is freezed or stuck, if my screen is stuck in somewhere, you just listen my like what I am saying the steps, because I'm telling the each and every step in a simple step also I am telling. So you just listen what I am saying, because sometimes it happens. I will tell you the reasons also. Like I am using the two browsers. I am attending the two meetings. So it's sometimes it is happen to stuck like that screen will be stuck. So now you are all seeing my screen. So in that screen, in the Android Studio, okay, in the Android Studio, there are three panels, like a three section in that page. The another first one is in the left side, you can see that project view. In the left side, you can see that project view, and in the middle, you can see that code. First thing in the left side, the first one is a project view. Here you can see your files, screen, and other resources. And in the middle, you can see that coding screen, like coding section. And in the right side, you can see that your preview, that preview section. And for the sample code, the output will be the allow 100. These three sections in that Android Studio. So first thing we will go on project view. I will just tell you what and all the things here. So you can see in that project, right? Like the project test will be visible here. So click on that downwards arrow mark. The downwards arrow mark, click on that one and go to that Android. In the last option, the Android will be here. In the last option, Android will be there. Go to that Android. So in that Android, this is the Android view. This is Android view. So in that, open that app file and in that Kotlin press Java. You can see your project packages. And in this, those who are not seeing these packages, don't worry about this. You just check if you are seeing or not. If you are not seeing these files and all, it is okay. Don't worry about that. You can see in that project view. In Android's view, if you are not seeing any these files, it's okay. Don't worry about that. And don't mention anything in the chat. And these are the project packages in that Android view. And click on the downwards arrow mark once again and go to the project view. In the project view, for the first time, you can see like here, this thing. So you just close these external libraries files. Close these external libraries files, and you can see the two files are here. That one is that your project name greeting card, and another one is the external libraries. Open your project file, greeting card file. So in that, go to that app, open that app, and click on SRC. So in that, click on main and then click on Java. I will tell you once. First thing, open your project greeting card. So in that app, open the app and then click on SRC and then click on the main and then click on Java. So you can see that main activity KT will be here. So now today we are creating only the app, like a simple app, your first Android Studio app. That one that is having only single screen, only the single screen. That too, like giving in some message, displaying some message only. This is too simple app, just displaying some message. So we are using only one screen. While doing your project, you can see multiple screens. You can use multiple screens and all. So those multiple screens and all are you can see here. The main activity KT is there, right? In the downwards, you can see all the screens KTs. So this is all about the project view. And every time, not this time, every time if you are going to run your program, if you are going to run your program, make sure that it is in the project view. Make sure that your left column will be in the project view. Sometimes if it is going to that Android view, so if it is in the Android view, you have to select to the project. Every time if you are running your code, make sure that left panel will be in the project view. That's it. Did you understand, guys, what I am saying? Got it right? Wait a second. That like screen is stuck. Like we are changing Android Studio. We are it's already giving the sample code for greeting card, like for what message it is displayed in the output. So we have to change some text messages and all. For that we are doing now. I will tell you. And first thing, you have to listen carefully where I am doing these things. If the screen is stuck, you just listen and do in your screens, like in your devices. So before going to that changing part, I will just tell you in this code some like some things or like some things will be mentioned here. I will just tell you why we are using those things. Briefly, I will just tell you. In later some other code lapses, you can learn those things why they are using and all. So you can see in that class main activity in the starting, the on create word are using here. After function, that on create word is using. But in the Kotlin, we are using that function giving the name as a main. In that session one, I remember in a session one when we telling about calling function, the function needs that name and input and that body. So for the name, we have to give that main. So, but in that Android apps, we are giving the name as an on create. Like in the Kotlin, name or like main is the starting point. Main is the starting point of the code. For the whole code, main is the starting point. But in the Android apps, on create is the starting point of the whole code. For the your Android app, on create is the starting point. That on create replaces the place of the main. And in that another one word, the set content will be here. The set content, the word will be here. So the set content means you are describing like you are describing your app fully in the set content. You can just scroll down, you can see that art composable and some other parts will be here. So you are all describing in the under the set content. The set content we are using to describe our app. Two things, on create is the starting point of your app, and set content, in the set content we are describing our app. You can see that we are doing that app as a greeting card. So it is already giving that greeting card theme. What theme we are using? Greeting card theme, and name and all we are giving here. And other two parts will be here, that at composable and the at preview. So at composable is the annotation. Composable is an annotation. Like before applying the annotation, we have to prefix one character. The character is the at the rate. So the composable is the annotation. Why we are using this composable? Because this composable helps to get an data into a text. It will convert the data into the text. So that's why we are using the at composable for every function. Where whenever we call the function, before calling function, we are using that at composable. Remember these things. Whenever or whichever the part you are calling that function, you can see in the code we are calling greeting function here, and in the preview greeting preview function we are calling. So before calling that function, we are using that annotation, composable annotation we are using. And this preview is the another annotation. Why we are using this one? Like in that preview, you can see that preview, right? The preview page. So if you want to see that output in the preview, you have to use that at preview annotation. Understand, right? On create is the starting point of your code, and the set content where you describe your app, and the composable is annotation Every time if you are calling that calling function, before that you have to use that at composable. And preview is for that seeing output in the preview page. Got it right? Okay. So now we can change that message what we want. You can, and one thing, whenever I'm telling that calling a greeting function, you have to see this part, only the composable part. Greeting function is this one, and greeting preview function, this one. Don't be confused whenever I'm saying in the greeting function part, and then you have to go to this part. Whenever I'm saying the greeting preview part, you have to go the preview part. I hope you understand. So in the greeting function, you can see that one text message will be there, like hello, and you have to put it your name. So here you have to change the text. We change the text as an like you just erase this hello and name and type it as an hi, like my name is whatever the name you want, you just give that one. Got it right? In the greeting function, I will tell you what function it is working on. We are calling the greeting function. So in that we have to what we want in the output. Want one message will be displayed in the output. So for that we have like the text will be the displayed, right? So we are calling the text, and in the text we are giving that message. Here the text message will be given. Hi, my name is Meghna. You put your name or whatever the name you want, you just put that one. So here we can change that name, right? So in the top of your like set content, in the set content also you have to change the name. Here it is showing that Android, right? You have to change it. And in the preview function, greeting preview function also you have to change the name. Understand, right? So after changing the name, you can see in the split, it like in a preview, it is automatically updated. No need to run this code. For now, no need to run this code. Whenever you change that code, it will automatically update it. You can see in my screen like the preview is already updated. So if anyone is not seeing that preview, don't worry about that. You just maintain that code without error. Later you will see that output. Got it right? So you can see the output is changed. Hi, my name is Meghana. So and another one thing, you can see at the preview. At the preview, like the show background equals true, the sentence will be here. What function it is doing here? Why we are mentioning these things? You just once erase that thing, and now you can see your preview. You can't see that output, like the background will be in the black, so you just can't see that output. You can see the text, but in that distance you can't see that output, right? So every time in that preview we have to mention the background, otherwise you can't see the text. Got it right? We are doing until here we do changing the background color. We can see the background here, but we have to change the background color, right? So now we are moving on to change the background color. So in that greeting function, so in the greeting function, the word text you can see, right? The word text, to select the text. select the text where you give where you change the message, right, from hello to hi, my name is Meghana. So in that you just select the text word you have to select. And when you're selecting that one, the bulb option will be shown. The bulb option will be shown, right? Click on that bulb and select for that surround with widget, and select for surround with widget. First thing, select on text. The bulb option will be seen. In those, in the when you click on that bulb, you can see that surround with widget. Click on that surround with widget and then click on that surround with container. Surround with container. I will repeat once again. Listen carefully. Like, first thing, select the text. The bulb option will be shown. Click on that bulb and select for the surround with widget. After selecting the surround with widget, click on surround with container. After selecting that surround with container, now you can see that box text will be seen here. Below the greeting function, you can see that box function, like box text. So you erase the text and type it as a surface. Type it as an surface. Type it as a surface, and inside the parenthesis, type color. Okay. For you guys, it is showing like surface and the color will be showing in the red. The error will be showing. I know that one. You just don't worry about those things. First thing, you just erase that box text and in that place, type as in surface, and in the parenthesis, type it as in color equals color dot blue. Understand, right? So give me a second, like I will change the things. Okay. Now you can see in my screen also the surface will be seen in the red like a error. Otherwise, you can see in the right side, right corner, the errors will be showing how many errors are there. It is showing. And what error it will be also showing. Sometimes if any syntaxes will be missing, so it will show that expecting this syntax. Otherwise, it is showing like what happened here. You can see the composable invocations can only happen from the context of it at composable function. So we are not importing that surface word. So you just go to take your cursor. First, listen carefully. Here, so many of them are getting too confused. This is too simple, but you are getting too confused. Just take your cursor. You can see that cursor, right? You can just see take your cursor on the top of your surface word. Don't click on that one. You just take that cursor and place it. Don't click on anything. And after that, it is showing that you can see in my screen, it is showing import function will be here. So for those who are not, it is not showing, you just click on that Alt Shift Enter. If you are not seeing this import function, that surface, if you are not seeing like this pop up, just click on Alt Shift Enter. So then it is automatically import that import. You can see that surface import will be imported. Got it right? How to import? I will repeat once. If you are is any word is showing that in a red color, the surface is showing in a red color, right? You take your cursor on the top of the surface word. Don't click on that surface word. You just take your cursor and place it, and then the import pop-up will be shown. If it's not showing, you just click on Alt Shift Enter. I hope Vinay for Mac also there are same shortcuts. Or try once. How to import? Got it right. So surface and after the color also you have to import. You just go take your cursor on color and then click on Alt Shift Enter. Otherwise, you just click on the whatever the pop-up import will be showing. You just click on that one. This is so simple. If it is showing the three options, if it is showing the three options while importing, you have to select the first one like Android something is there, right? The first one, Android. You select that one. Now I am not sharing my screen. It will be in the downside, so you are not seeing the screen. I know. So all of you got it right. How to you can see this import that Android X compose material 3 surface. This one. How to select this one? Okay, you just select that one. Like Davin, if it's showing some other things, you just click on Alt Shift Enter. For the color, you just click on Alt Shift Enter. So you can see in my preview, it is already updated. I choose the blue color, so the background will be in the blue. You are all got it right. That output. Those who are getting output in the preview. If preview is not working, wait sometimes. Okay. So after that, we just add an space to this. Like you can see in that greeting preview, it is in a small space. Like the height will be small. So now we are adding the space. In the greeting function, you can see that 44th line, the modifier line. Below the text, you can see that modifier equals to the modifier, the 44 line, line number 44. So in that, you don't need to erase anything. You just continue that line. After modifier equals to modifier, click on point and type as in padding. After modifier, continue the line as a point padding in the parentheses, type as 24 point dp. Now the dp is in the red color. The DP is in the red color. Wait a second. Okay. Oh, I also deleted my import. So now you can see the DP is in the red color. So it is showing that error. You are facing that error, right? Okay. So that modifier in the padding, 24 point DP is in the error. The same thing for every time if any error like importing related errors will be coming, you just take your cursor and take the cursor on that word, it will show what and all the import will be required. So it will now you can see in my screen the unresolved reference DP will be showing, right? So that for that import extension property int.dp will be showing. You just click on those that import. Otherwise, you just click on Alt Shift Enter. This is so simple to import. You click on import extension property. So it is automatically imported and your error will be cleared. Understand, right? If it is showing in the blue color error, so you have to import that color. If anyone is facing that errors like importing errors, I will just give you that my import list. What are all the import in my list? I will send you in the chat. You just check it once. If any import is missing in your list, and type those things. Is that okay, right? If you are not seeing in like some imports, just try and check it. You guys didn't import anything and just simply telling me it is not showing. Padding, the output you can see the space. The space will be extended, right? You can try with any other values also. You can just try with okay, we can try with other things like 24, we are giving 40. Wait a second, it will be loading. So you just try with any other values, you can see that output. You can see for 24 to 40, this is a little bigger. It is little bigger, right? You got it, right? Okay. So now we can move on the next, like we can next move on to that connect the emulator to your app. So like emulator, you didn't know that emulator, right? Emulator is an just a virtual device. It is not an external device. It is a virtual device. So it is like an your mobile. It is showing the options as in the mobile only, but it is in the inside your Android Studio. This is a virtual device. You can connect your app into your physical device like external devices also. I will tell you later how to connect these things. But now for getting an output, those who are not saying that preview and all. So for getting an output, now we are connect the app into that emulator. I will show you how. First thing, listen carefully. I can't repeat every time. So, so you can see here, like in the right side, In the right side, five options will be there. The notification, Gradle, device manager, running devices, and a Gemini. The five options will be there. In the right side of your page, there is five options will be there. So in that, the third one will be the device manager. You click on that one. R is the another one way is there. Like you can see that in the left side, the four lines, the main menu lines will be there, right? In that, go to the tools and click on device manager. There are two options to open the device manager. One thing is in the right side of your page, you can directly go to the device manager. The third option is the device manager. Otherwise, you go in the left side, in the left corner, you can see the main menu. Click on that one, and in the tools, go to the tools option, and that the first one is the device manager. You click on that one also. So for you guys, it is not showing any other devices be here. I already downloaded, so it is showing me. So when you open the device manager, you can see that one plus symbol is there, right? The addition symbol, like another plus symbol. So that is an add a new device option. Add a new device option. The plus symbol is the add a new device option. Click on that option. Add a new device option. Click on that option, and in that, click on create virtual device. We are creating that virtual device, so just click on create virtual device. First thing, open the device manager and click on that plus symbol. Add a new device, the plus symbol, and in that, select create virtual device. In that, select create virtual device. So that add device page will be open. The add device dialog box will be open. In that, you can see in the left side that form factors. In the left side, the factors, some factors will be there, right? Phone, tablet, Wear OS, desktop, TV, automotive, XR, these options. So in that, select for the phone. In that, select for that phone. And in the pixels, you select either a Pixel 6 or a Pixel 7. You select Pixel 6 or Pixel 7. I will repeat once again. Open the device manager, click on that plus symbol, add a new device. Click on the plus symbol. In that, click on create virtual device. In that, click on create virtual device. That add device page will be open. So in that, in the left side, you can see some factors will be there. In that, select for that phone. In the factors, you have to select the phone. And for the pixels, you have to select Pixel 6 or the Pixel 7. Pixel 6, and then click on next. And then click on next. And the configure virtual device page will be open. After clicking on the next, configure virtual device will be open. So in that, you can see that the two columns will be there, API and services. The two columns will be there, API and services. Don't need to change anything in the services. Just don't go with the services. In the API column, select API 34 upside down cake Android 14. In the API, select API 34 upside down cake Android 14. And in the system image, select Google APIs Intel. I will repeat once. For API column, select API 34 upside down cake Android 14.0. That option have to select. And in the system image, select Google APIs Intel. And after that, click on finish. After that, click on finish. But for some student, it is asking for the download. If it is asking for the download, wait for some times until it's downloading. After that, click on finish. After downloading only, you can click on finish. Wait for some time to it is downloading. For if it is not asking, you just click on finish. So after downloading, I know it is still downloading. So I can't wait. You just listen the steps what I am saying. So after downloading, it will be shown in the device manager. So in your device manager, that if you are selecting the Pixel 6 or the Pixel 7, whichever the device you are selecting, it will be shown. Got it? It will be shown in your device manager. Got it right? Like you just once check in the services, in the services, if it is in the any other option or it is in the Google APIs. Just check. Just check once the services are still, if it is showing that same thing, you just select that one. We can see that emulator is working or not. Yes, Google API Intel. If you are downloaded already Pixel 7, if you want, you just download the Pixel 6. Otherwise, you just continue with the Pixel 7. And same step for the every pixels. So in the top of your page, in the top of your page, you can see that your project name, version control, and in my screen it is showing that Pixel 6. But for you guys, it is showing that available devices or something. It is showing that available devices or something. Go click on that one and select your device. If it's only one device, that select the Pixel 6 or 7. If you have multiple devices like me, you just click on Pixel 6. First thing, select your device, and later you can see the run button will be there, right? The run option. Click on the run option. After selecting your device, click on the run option, and where you can see in the right side the five options, like in the device manager, you click on that one, right? So below the device manager, you can see that running devices. Below the device manager, you can see the running devices. You can open that one. So it will take you to the emulator. This is your emulator. Here only you can run your app. And in the preview, the app is not running. It will just show you that UI screens. The screen, it will just show you whatever that function, the front end and back end will be done by this emulator only. In the emulator only, you can run your app or use your app. So wait for sometimes it will be launching. So here only you can see your output. Okay, okay. Like because of the padding values, so it is showing there. You just change your padding values. Like here, I giving the 24, like 40. You just change it some other values, and you can see this output in the full this mobile full view. Got it right? Got this output. Are still, ma'am? I'm not getting this output. Is anyone there? Nitin, like yesterday only, I'm telling like these things are installed yesterday. Yesterday in the last, I am installing those things. If you don't know how to install, and sometimes some pixel simulator will be not installed. You just try with another pixels. There are so many pixels devices will be there. Sometimes it is not working. You just go with another pixels and try. Nitin, if you want to install that emulator hypervisor driver, you just go to that main menu in the left side, the four lines main menu, and the tools. In that, click on SDK manager. The setting page will be open. In that SDK tools, you can see that Android emulator hypervisor driver. Click on install and click on OK. Okay, I will show. Okay, you can see in that my uncomposable part, the greeting function part. Sinchana, are you done? Or should I show once again? In the main menu, this four lines is the main menu. In that, click on that one and go to the tools. Go to the tools and in that, click on SDK manager. Click on SDK manager. In that SDK platforms, you have to select these two options. One is the Android 14 and Android 16. Check with the API levels and then only you can select Android 14, Android 16. So in the platform, you have to select these two things. Importantly, you have to installing this Android 14 upside down cake. And in the SDK tools, you just check with these five things. They are installed or not. Check these things. You can see that Android emulator hypervisor driver is also here. Android SDK platform tools also here. These five things you have to select. And after that, if it is not installed, click on install or apply. And after that, click on OK. Got it? Like after downloading your pixels, it will be shown in your device manager. Like Sinchana and Bhavesh, you can see your in the device manager, you can see your device, right? If you are seeing, if you are already seeing that thing in the top of your page, like your project name will be shown, the greeting card and version name, and the next the option will be that available devices or some any other option will be there. So in that select the devices, select that Pixel 6, what you are downloading, you just select that one. And after selecting the device, just click on the run button. Click on that run button. And after that, in the right side, you can, in the device manager, you go through with the device manager, right? So below the device manager, in the right side options, below the device manager, there is one running devices option will be there. You click on that one, your emulator will be shown, and wait for some times to run your app. Your app is running, like it is it is showing that loading or installing some other things. Wait for some time. After installing successfully, the message will be pop up. After that, you can see your output in that emulator. So all of you got this output right. Is it showing that it is not installed in the device manager, or it is not showing in the device manager? Like if it's already installed, it has to be shown in that device managers. Like Prakash, which application you are not seeing in the emulator? I didn't know which application you are talking about. Greeting card. Okay, you are not seeing your output. You just run once or refresh your emulator. Your emulator is there, and then you can see output. Shafin, forgot what I am saying in the meeting starting. One thing, like first once try to solve. It is doing this one, it is that, like this, and some of them are getting an output and still asking me like if I can change. One thing, guys, like pixels are that it's just an versions. Later in that internship, in the later sessions, you can choose any other pixels also, not just stick on to the pixel 6 or 7. For starting, I just told you guys to select the pixel 6. That's it. If you are using any other pixels, it is not an crime. And you can see in your device manager, the pixels will be here, right? If you can't, shit. You can't run your output in this pixel. You just change with another. That's it. This is all so simple, but you are taking it as an too much. And those who are seeing that emulator, if your emulator is seeing, then your output also can see. You just once refresh your emulator or once click on that run button, and one thing, you have to maintain some patience. You guys are less patience. From past 1 week, I'm noticing that you guys are less patience. In life, you have to maintain some patience. If it is loading or if it is some anything is happen, Every time you just came like, mom, it is not showing, it is not showing, it is not showing. In next sessions, I will give you the task like you only have to do those things. Later, I will know how can you do these things without asking me. So those who are getting an output, it is too good, very good, and all the goods like. And those who are facing, you are seeing your emulator but not seeing output. Wait, sometimes it will become. Otherwise, you just refresh your emulator once. The refreshing button will be seen in your emulator only, and run once again your code. You can see that output. And those who are facing that still your emulator is downloading, follow the another steps. If your emulator is not downloading, tomorrow I will tell you what to do. So for today, that's all. We are winding up here. We will meet on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Thanks for joining.